from the 1. Looking for the end zone and finding it. Chase Brown for the touchdown. First and goal. Lamar. Wide open. Nelson Aguilar, touchdown.
Jamar Chase by himself on the left. Safety over top.
Burrow looks that way. Flushed out. Throws. Caught. In the end zone. Touchdown. And that is Tanner Hudson. And averaging about 4.5 yards per play. Burrow fires. Caught. Chase. They try to chase him down. And they cannot. Touchdown. And tight ropes the sideline. Do they give it to Henry? Indeed they do. And he backs his way in. Yeah. Had to avoid Ricard as well, the fullback. Meanwhile, the pass is caught. Wallace makes the grab. Wallace down the sideline. Wallace is going to go all the way, assuming he stayed in bounds all the way.
Here's a great look to see if he stayed in bounds. Right here, when Wilson hits him, it comes very close.
Still, look at that, the right foot.
Oh, that's the one they'll look at. Every other step he took is clearly in bounds. It was that one right foot. It was close.
Almost looked like the toe was in, the heel was up. Pressure. Wide open. Touchdown. Mark Andrews. And tonight, turning its head on a dime. Burrow going deep. Getting free. Chase. Look at this. Just like that. And Chase is going to, strut to the 1-yard line. Crowd doesn't like that.
I think that's
goes into the end zone.
That's a response to what Lamar Jackson did. You have some time to work. Now they don't have to worry about that after the incompletion.
Not at all. 3rd and goal. Jackson running around. Little jump pass. Touchdown. Bateman.
To work now for Burrow and Chase. And here's this throw. Watch this little Steph Curry little jump. And look at the follow through.
Yep.
In the perfect location.
Chase lined up to the right side. Looks that way. Throws that way. Caught! Chase. What a night. Touchdown.
And a spectacular catch there by Jamar Chase once again.
So they wanted to see what the defense had.
8th play of the drive started at their own 10 from the Giants' 5. Young makes a move and flips it to the end zone. Touchdown! Tracy to his left. Stutter steps. Cuts back right. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown! He has it. Hubbard. Touchdown! Well, Neighbors goes running off as the Giants go big. Jones still has it, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants.
Maybe I should have said no zone reads when you're under center, but obviously the option to be able to pull it.
Play fake. May has a man open. It's a touchdown for Jalen Polk.
Jonathan Taylor standing next to Flacco on 1st down and 10. Flacco to the air, and he's picked off. Taron Johnson. Johnson on the return. Johnson at the 10. Johnson at the 5. Takes it in. A pick 6.
Play fake. Flacco rolling, looking for Goodson. He's got it. Touchdown. Bills in the red zone. Allen keeps it himself right up the middle. Josh Allen at the 5. Takes it in. Touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor had 107 yards at the half.
2nd and goal. Here's Cook. Nobody there, and he jumps into the end zone. Against Denver. Still undefeated. 2nd and 5. Flacco back to the end zone. Pierce goes up and gets it for the touchdown. What a grab by Alec Pierce.
Some of the troubles that they've had this year, but this is just an individual effort. Win your one-on-one battle.
Yep. They will. They'll get it this time. And
look at his left foot right here.
Yep.
He's going to put it back, wait till the last second, and right there, he's got to get a little juice behind him and get ready.
3rd and 5. Nix bowls a block. Caught! Touchdown! Finley! And the Broncos bottom 6 in 3rd downs. But here's a 3rd and 1. Nix deep. He's got his receiver. Touchdown! Sutton! They beat McDuffie! Gray, the tight end. Mahomes caught for the touchdown. There it is.
On 3rd down here, Carr steps up, looking long, heaving one. Valdez-Scantling, touchdown. What a connection. Robinson, left side, and the 4th time's the charm. Falcons finally find the end zone. You can't leave a guy named the Manitoba Mauler unblocked.
No, exactly.
3rd and goal. Going to look to throw forward. Back of the end zone, and there he is again. New Orleans falling in love with Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Let him go climb the ladder.
5-inch advantage there on Taylor. And a big play to keep this drive going. Now it's Bijan Robinson. Hits the hole. Stays on his feet. Speeds down the sideline to the end zone. Touchdown Atlanta. In a flash from 37 yards.
They even saw glimpses of Dre Greenlaw sprinting around this week, which was very exciting.
Yeah, started to feel like pieces coming together. Here's Purdy looking to rip it. Oh, good catch and throws. Pearsall. Ricky Pearsall trying to beat his man in the end zone. And he is in. Touchdown. Mayfield sets up a screen. White, good catch in traffic. And a move. White in. Touchdown, Tampa. Little pitch. Irving sprinting through, makes the cut, he's in! Touchdown! Good defense. Purdy all day. Can't find anyone. Sets his feet, rolling end zone for Kittle. Oh, did he come down? He did! Touchdown!
Wilson hooks a pass, looking, end zone! George Pickens climbs the ladder for the touchdown!
Watch Cordero Patterson and blitz pick up here. If he doesn't pick him up, Russell Wilson's under duress in the pocket. That allows Wilson to throw the football unencumbered. And look at Pickens uncover himself deep into the route against
tight formation. Pitch it. Touchdown! Jalen Warren in the backfield. They just get the snap off. Lacing it to Freiermuth for the touchdown! Daniels making sure everybody's on the same page. 1st and goal from the 1. On a give. Eckler takes it in. Touchdown! McNichols is in there. Give it to him. Easy touchdown. McNichols scores to extend the Washington lead. 1st and goal, just shy of the 1. Handoff. Harris walks it in for the touchdown. Impressive answer from the Steelers. Third and long. Wilson floats it way upstairs. Williams, he's got it. Touchdown. Mike Williams, the newest Steeler, scores.
On 2nd down, Levis sets and then fires. Ridley, touchdown. Herbert steps inside the 5, 1st down, touchdown. 3rd down and 8. Chargers must get to the 8-yard line for a first. Herbert with time. Now he throws. End zone. Touchdown. Quentin Johnston. The fullback, Matlock. This is Haskins over the top. The former Titan with a chop. Levis, end zone. Ridley makes the catch. Nice job.
Michael Clemens, number 72, that got in there, made the initial contact.
And this time they're going to waltz in with Connor. And the Arizona Cardinals making their early statement. They have used him in a multitude of ways. 3rd and goal. Murray, boy, did the Jets come across prematurely. Murray! It's a Sunday stroll into the end zone.
He is playing some good football right now.
1st and goal. Dortch again lines up in the backfield. Murray near side to Harrison. Over the shoulder. Touchdown. Coming up on the 4-minute mark in the 3rd quarter. Murray running that read option. Murray stutter stepping in. Touchdown.
Here comes the tush push, you got to think. What's your stop? There's Hurts, and he is powering across for the touchdown. Eagles out of timeouts.
No sacks for Hurts. Everything else you can throw in the middle of the field or outside.
Able to shake off the pressure. Fires to the end zone, and it's caught by Dallas Goedert. Drop back. Jalen looking around, surveying 3 or 4 times. Snaps up and fires, and it's caught for the touchdown.
When you're winning, it's hard to win in the NFL, and they're winning. He deserves credit.
He still has it, and Hurts is going to plunge across for another Eagles touchdown.
Second and goal for the Texans. Mixon was on the move. He's on his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon in motion, didn't stop. And the Detroit turnover turns into a Texans TD. 2nd and 5. As the pocket got throwing towards the end zone, Laporta, touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta, Goff out of the pocket, finds his tight end who's been a bit quiet, and the Lions celebrate the score. He's very aware of situational ball in these spots. Stroud throws to the end zone, held on, touchdown, Mechie. 1st and goal, Detroit trying to get back in it with Montgomery to the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. 1st and goal from the 9. St. Brown on the edge, got blockers up and around. St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit.
Here is a toss. And on the run into the end zone, diving Malik Washington. 2 it keeps. Fires, touchdown, Miami, Tyreek Hill.